painted the clouds in brilliant hues of pink and velvet purple. Almost 23,000 Tampa Bay area fans watched the game that would send either the Rowdies or the Toros on to San Jose for Soccer Bowl 75. The action was immediate and swift. Miami could still taste its bitter 5-1 defeat 3 weeks earlier. But Stuart Scullion was as determined as they. Unassisted, Scullion jams the ball in the air from the 35-yard line, and the score is 1-0, Tampa Bay. Each goal would bring the Rowdies a step closer to Northern California. The crowd knew it, and every player knew it. The Rowdies' next display of teamwork brought John Sissons along the sidelines to pass off to Derek Smethurst. Derek, in front of the net, skillfully dribbles by 2 Miami defenders and past Miami's Toriani. Miami continues to try. In still another Miami offensive play, Clyde Best moves in and wins the ball. But in the process, a Miami midfielder goes down. The linesman calls a foul and gives Miami an indirect free kick. Despite some fancy maneuvers, the shot is high. Then the last score of the game. John Boyle shoots the ball straight into the Miami net with minutes left, making the Rowdies unbeatable. And so as the game ends, On the Way to San Jose is the song on everyone's lips. The traditional handshake conclusion to a soccer game is joyous for the Rowdies. For Miami in the playoffs for the second year in a row, the defeat is especially bitter. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. The mood is reflected in the somber tone of the Miami locker room. Coach Greg Myers and General Manager Peter Bernal review the sad conclusion to an otherwise good season. Meanwhile, the Rowdies' spectacular rise in the NASL's 1975 season continued in San Jose, California. There was a carnival atmosphere about the whole day. CBS was there to bring Soccer Bowl 75 to millions on television from San Jose State College. Californians who had never seen Tampa Bay bought Rowdies T-shirts with the mythical Roger Rowdy imprinted on the front. Roger's namesake, an actual Tampa fan who made his way to the West Coast, entertains a group of fans from the opposing team, the Portland Timbers.
The Rowdies, the Rowdies, the Rowdies are a kick in the grass.
Portland and Tampa Bay had virtually the same record in the 1975 NASL season, 16 wins and 6 losses. So this would be the true test of skill. Portland is relatively close to San Jose, certainly closer than the Tampa Bay area, and thousands more of Portland's loyal following showed up at the stadium. They taunted and jeered the few Rowdies fans able to make the trip on their own. Though outnumbered, the Rowdies responded in kind. The contest, however, would not be won with jeers, taunts, and banners. It would be won with skill and determination. With Pelé on the field and Crazy George, San Jose's answer to psychological warfare landing in a chopper, the game was ready to get underway. was soon clear that these two teams were evenly matched. Each had a coordinated offense, and each had a nearly impenetrable defense. The Rowdies broke through for shots on the Portland Gold 19 times, and the Timbers attacked Tampa Bay's Gold 18 times. The soccer field at San Jose is not as wide as the playing field the Timbers call home. Soccer fields can be anywhere from 50 to 100 yards wide, and Portland players would later say they lacked maneuvering room. Ed Fermani coached his players well on this score. Portland's strategy normally brought the ball down the left and right side of the field, so the Rowdies' midfielders tried to always aim the ball right up the middle, the weakest link in Portland's defense. Nonetheless, the first half remained scoreless. But in the second half, the Rowdies pressed the attack. Clyde Best was brought down in a collision with a Portland player. If he were seriously injured, Tampa Bay's offensive strategy would be weakened. But the Rowdies breathed a sigh of relief when big number 9 stood ready again. Fermani then tried to add offensive strength with a fresh play. He put in the hard-shooting Arsene Auguste, number 18. The strategy paid off. The complicated offensive play begins with Stuart Scullion throwing in from the sideline, directing the ball at Clyde Best. Best knows he's outflanked, so he passes to Johnny Sissons, who gets it right back to Scullion. And now, with split-second precision, Scullion aims for Derek Smethurst over the heads of the Portland defense. Smethurst taps off to Auguste, who slams the ball into the Portland net. Scullion, Best, Sissons, Scullion, Smethurst, Auguste. There is still plenty of time left in the second half for Portland to even things up and throw the game into a sudden death tiebreaker. After all, Portland had incredible luck with tiebreakers. 7 times in the regular NASL 1975 season, Portland would finish regulation play in a tie. And in 6 of those games, the Timbers would win in sudden death. A tie would be just fine for Portland. To get that tie, the Timbers coach, Vic Crow, makes a fateful decision. He orders his defensive players to move upfield to help push the ball toward the Rowdies' goal. Paul Hammond felt the pressure. But Portland's goalkeeper, Graham Brown, was badly unprotected as Best dribbled up from the midline and shot past Brown, locking up the score at 2-0, just 4 minutes from the end of the game. Everyone knew it in that moment. The game had been won. The season, incredibly, amazingly, was theirs. They, the Rowdies, the upstart team in Florida, had done it all. 121 days from the moment they first set foot on the Tampa turf as a team. North American Soccer League Commissioner Phil Woosnam turns the championship cup over to the Rowdies. Victory is sweet for the Rowdies and the Tampa Bay fans. They are the champions.